Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we got a great little feature for you today. We've got a little button here that says gallery. When I click on it, it's going to pop up a gallery into a lightbox here. And you can scroll down, check out the images. When you're done, hit the little X, it'll disappear. Doesn't have to be a gallery, you can do it with pretty much any module or layout you want to. We're doing it with the gallery today. Really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And let's go down and delete this little section here with the button in it. And my hidden section is actually down here with the gallery in it. Now you can add your gallery wherever you want to on the page. It's going to be hidden until we click that button, then it's going to pop up over the top a bit. But the first thing I guess I'll do is add that button. So let's go ahead and add a new section, little blue button to add a new section. I'm going to make it a regular section. I'm going to make mine a single column. I'm just going to use a little button module for this today. I want my button to say gallery. And I'm going to scoot it in the middle of the page, just so it stands out from the little section above. Let's color up this section background. I'm going to go to the blue tab for the section, and let's make it a nice dark color. Fantastic. So we've got our button there. We didn't put any link or anything in there. All we did was create the button and give it the name that we wanted it. Let's now create our gallery, and it's important that the thing that you want to pop up is in a different section from your button, because otherwise your button's going to be hidden. So let's pop down to the bottom here. I'm going to add another new section, little blue button, and make it a regular section. Again, I'm going to use a single color for mine. Now let's pop in a gallery. Hit add the gallery images to add whatever images you want to add. And let's select these. I'm going to click on the first one, hold my shift down, click on the last one there. Don't want the videos, so I'm going to uncheck those. We'll add those. And just so I can show you how to make it scroll, I'm going to add a few more. Let's add a few more. Let's go down here, select that first one, and select the last one. I'll keep them all the same aspect. Don't want that lot, don't want that one, don't want that one. And we'll pop those in also. And if I roll down, you should see it down here. It's only showing 4 at the moment. If I roll down, you can choose however many you want to show. Let's say 24. And if we pop down to elements down below, I don't want a title and caption. I don't want any pagination. If we roll down there, we've got all our images. Great, well, let's save that. Okay, so we want to make this disappear when we've saved. We want to pop it up using the little button there. I'm going to go over to Elegant Themes and use some code that they've provided us over there. And I'll put this link below the video here. If we roll down, about halfway down the page, we've got some CSS. So we want to copy this CSS code right here, starting from the B of body, going all the way down to that last curly bracket there. Control C to copy. Then we want to go down to our dashboard, down to Divi and Theme Options. That'll take us to this page. Under the General tab, if we roll down, we want to paste that CSS code in our custom CSS box here. So if there's something in there, just scoot it down a little bit. Always a good idea to give things a title. Titles of // / anything you write in between the two stars there is not going to be read as code, so it's a great place for notes and titles. Pop-up lightbox. I'm going to drop down just below that. I'm going to paste that code in that we just copied right there. Once you're happy, you've got it in there, hit the green Save Changes button until you get your little green check mark over here. Now I've actually got mine in here already down here, so I'm going to erase mine. You don't need to erase yours though. So I'm going to go back up. And put it back how it was. Okay, and if we go back over to this page here, if we roll down just a little bit more, we got some script. We need to select it. Control C again to copy. Again, we'll go back to our options page, but this time we're going to go over to integration. Add the code to the head of your blog. Again, I've already got mine in here just down below here, but if you have something in there, usually it's empty unless you've got some kind of code that you've put in there. Again, drop down, paste it in there, we're good to go. In fact, I'll leave that in there. Let's just delete my other one down here. So we popped it in there. Again, you need to hit your Save Changes until you get your little check mark. Okay, if we look back over here, if we roll up the page here, it's telling us that the element we want to pop up, or our gallery, we need to give the class name of etlb content-1. So I'm going to copy that, again Control C, and go back to my page. Go down to my gallery, I'm going to go into the section, over to the advanced, CSS IDs and classes, and paste it in the class name. Control V to paste, there it is. And if we look back over here, it says the button that you create wants to have the class name of etlb button1. So again, I'm going to copy that, Control C. Don't forget this link will be down below. Back to our page. This time let's go back up to our button. I'm going to go into the button itself, over to the advanced, CSS IDs and classes again, in the class, Control V to paste, there it is. Now this should actually work. We're going to have a few issues because this section's pretty long and I'm going to want it to scroll, but I'll show you exactly how this is going to work at the moment, and then we'll fix any issues we've got there. Little purple button at the bottom, save draft or publish if you're ready. Let's exit the Visual Builder. And just for fun, I'm going to scroll down to where the gallery was, and you may notice it's not there because it's hidden it by default with that script and the CSS. There's our little gallery button. Now when I click on it, our gallery's popped up here. Now as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to scroll up and down the page. You may see the scroll bar moving on the side there, but nothing's scrolling here because I can't see the bottom images there. That's fine. And also I want to close this thing out. Now I happen to know that there is a close button here, but it's white in color and it's just above our right hand image there. If I roll up, you see you've still got the little hand icon. I can close it down like that. Now there's two ways we can fix that, the close button. If we go back into our Visual Builder, we roll down to our gallery. The easiest way to fix that so you can see that little X to X out is give this a dark background, and you may not want to do that, and I'll show you another option in a little while. Here's the background. Let's give it perhaps a dark background similar to that button. Great. But also I want to be able to scroll and see all the rest of these images. So to make that happen, still in our section, I'm going to go to Design, I'm going to go to Sizing, and I'm going to give mine a fixed height of perhaps 90 viewable height, so that's 90 VH. Then I'm going to go over to my Advanced, over to Visibility, and for the vertical overflow I'm going to change that to Scroll, so we get a little scroll bar on the right hand side there that we can scroll up and down our little gallery with. Great. Well, let's save that and see what we've got now. Again, little purple button, save draft. Let's X out. Okay, and we'll try that again. Again, the gallery is no longer at the bottom of the page there. Hit the little gallery button. There it is, it's popped up. I can actually scroll down and see all of my images there. And you can see that little white X to X out up there. That's great, but perhaps you don't want a dark background. How about making this X dark? And also, I can't quite get all the way down the bottom. We're almost there. Those are the last 4, but I'd like to have a little bit of space on the bottom. So let's adjust that. Again, I'm going to enable the visual builder. And we'll roll on to our gallery at the bottom again. Let's take that dark background away. It's quite nice, but let's say you want a light colored background. So back into the section, background. I'm going to take that one away. I'm also going to give it a little bit of extra space on the bottom here so we can see all of our images. So into design, I'm going to go to spacing this time. On the bottom, I'm going to give it perhaps 150 pixels. Just put in the 150, it'll put in the pixels for you. That's giving it a bit of extra space on the bottom there. Well, that's taking care of the background color. So let's save our changes now and X out. Now the little pop-up X that's up there that we can't see, it is there. I'm going to change that to a black color or a dark color, whatever you want to change yours to, just so you can see it and people are able to exit out. A couple of ways you can do this. You can either go into your CSS and do it under the General tab down here. There's my actual CSS. And if we roll down here, here's the little close tag. At the moment it's giving it a color of FFF, which is white. Let's change that to black, which is 000, or whatever color you may want to put in there, and hit the save changes. And it's giving you a bit of note there in the stars telling you that that's where you can change it. The other place you can change it if you want to, if you don't want to do it in the CSS, is if we go back over to our integration, to our script here. Here's the actual span of the ETLB close. You could add some style after that. Putting your cursor just on the end of the E there, give it a space, say style equals, open and close some inverted commas. Inside the inverted commas, you can just give it a color of black or whatever color you want to make yours. Now you don't need to do both of these, it's one or the other. So I'm not going to save this, but that's if you wanted to do it in here. It's entirely up to you. So let's just undo that. Make sure everything's saved. Now when we go back to our page here, let's just refresh it. Once refreshed, let's hit our little gallery button. There it is, we've got our little dark cross up there to close it out with, and if I scroll down the page we can actually see everything at the bottom there. And we can X out and go back in there to our heart's content. So there you go guys, there's how to create a button that'll pop up a gallery lightbox. That's a great little space saving feature and a nice little interactive feature for your visitors. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a demo video. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.